Hello everyone and welcome back to Prime League. Today we have Team Fallen versus Legion Spartans. I'm just going to wait on the confirmation that Legion Spartans are ready. We should be starting this up very soon. We have Legion Spartans on the defense and Fallen on the attack. This game is going to be played on Clubhouse. It's a best of one. And it's going to be quite a close game. Not sure what you are thinking at the moment, Crow, but yeah, I think it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, it could be a close game. We've seen some close games before on Clubhouse, so it's going to be interesting, definitely. We saw Team Fall, though.
Yeah.
They actually played Clubhouse recently and lost it 7-2, which kind of surprised me. It was kind of a quick game. It was close rounds, but the game just, fell apart for Team Fall, so it's going to be interesting to see how they fix their mistakes from that game, and going into this game, it's going to be
Team Fall,
it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, we're going to be starting up now. I mean, both teams, I'd probably say similar skill level. Team Fallen, I think they're lower end of the leaderboard at the moment, maybe sort of 10th place, I think, around there. Spartans are also middle of the leaderboard, maybe 8th, 9th place. But both teams, I'd say, pretty similar skill level. So what are your predictions for this game?
I'm not too sure. I mean, I'm looking for maybe a 7-5, something close like that. It's always fun when it's close like that.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, both teams, like I said before, similar skill level. I'm gonna go 7-4 to Legion Spartans. I think they're probably the more dominant team in this game. I mean, it's gonna be pretty close though, so we'll see how it turns out. I mean, Maverick ban and a Jackal ban so far. Attacking team really could have used the Jackal to get rid of the roamers, but it's going to be taken out. So
you don't need the Jackal a lot of the time on Coastline. It's it's very vulnerable to soft destruction, and Maverick ban always very nice. It allows that bandit to trick the wall.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. The Maverick is going to be. See, the thing with Maverick is he makes the holes, and once you make the holes, it's going to be hard for the bandits to get it unless they can bring a kite. Unless they bring a kite and the kite and throw it from far away, it's going to be quite hard, so... Yeah, I mean, Maverick's going to be taken out, and... They can still bring the Thatcher, though. I mean, bandit tricking's probably going to be the most reliable. I think that's what they're going to be doing, but... Yeah, I mean, Mira ban also coming in. I mean, Mira's quite strong up on most maps. I'm not sure I'd really be using her on this one.
Yeah. I think the only really useful position for Mira is the gym bedroom hold, putting a mirror in that bathroom, but... The last two times we've seen Clubhouse played in the Prime League and in the Hype League, Mira's not being brought on that hold, which really perplexes me.
I mean, you're more or less just seeing the bandit tricking happen. I mean, it's not going to be helpful because you don't know when they're going to be placing it down. So that's going to be a bit of a problem.
Church Arsenal coming out for the first defense here. They've got the Kayi, the Goyo, the Maestro, Jaeger, and Castle, so... Going to be interesting to see where this Castle sets up his barricades, because usually Castle's brought for that room.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not fully sure who you'd be seeing at this site, but I'm not fully aware about Castle. I'm not fully sure about him, but granted, it can be used very well. I mean, you can filter out the attackers, make them push certain areas, and you can always help the defense with that.
Yeah, well, they've only got the two forms of soft breach actually. With the Ash and the Facer, there's going to be a lot of utilities to actually get rid of with this castle.
Yeah, I mean, they do also have two hard breaches.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. The castle barricade's going to be quite a bit of a problem.
There's 3 castles. You've also got to deal with the ADS. You've got the Maestro cams and the Goyo shield, so a lot of utilities needs to be got rid of.
Yeah, they really need to try and get rid of their utility. The Goyo shields, like you said before, I mean, they're gonna block out corridors, and late game you really don't want those to be detonated. We are going into the attack now. We do have Fallen on the attack first. Do you see a roam coming in? I think that's by QXE, the roamer for their team. Still reinforcing a bit late on, into the round.
Yeah,
the attacking team really needs to try and get their room clearing done. Yeah, I mean, reinforcements,
strange.
They're probably, 20 seconds into the round. They're going to try and bring a strat. They really need to try and get it done quickly and efficiently. You know what I mean? They need to try and get their setup done as quickly as possible. I mean, I can't speak today. Lost words. Thermite already pushing down to container. I mean, they brought 2 hard breaches. I mean, don't get me wrong, hard breaches are really needed. They're pretty much a necessity on the site, but it's going to be a bit of a problem when you've got 2 of them. And I mean, the Kais can only get certain amounts of hatches and stuff, and I don't think they brought a bandit either. So yeah, I mean, I think this might be pre-play C4 by Rocky. There is no one currently above him. There's a Thatch coming in. The Kai will be taken out.
I like where this guy is sat at the moment, though. He's in a prime position to pounce on the attackers, and I'm not sure they actually know he's here.
This is, I mean, to be fair, the roam coming in by bar, there's so many rotations you can push. You can push up main, you can push down to lounge. It's literally got easy access to both the stairwells, as well as kitchen, to cut off the attacking side. I mean, there's a lot of rotation that you can use from there, and that could be very vital. Look, he's still holding himself in utility. Sitting, and there is a Sophia on the other end of that. Sophia peeks around, gets a couple shots to land on, and not much will be happening just yet. Trying to get hyped up. It's fast feet now goes for the hatch. The castle might be forced out. Sauna finds the elimination to Eclipse. The Jaeger will also be taken out, although he does get a couple shots off into the Sophia. Sophia put down to around 75 HP. Oh wow, a lot of frags coming in now. Right in the Asana, find eliminations. It's now left up to the Maestro in the 1v5. Team 4 looking pretty dominant so far. The Maestro will be taken out by Sauna as Chapter will be taken out, falls down to Sauna. Ash finding the ending frag. First round now going to Fallen.
Yeah, just a lack of intel there in that last, well, in the push there. The Romans just got picked off, and, you know, unfortunately, Jaeger missing those shots on Zofia. Unfortunate for him. We didn't really see how Eclipse died, so must have got taken out. But then just, you know, the defenders didn't have the crossfires on the attackers there. The attackers just allowed to take the 1v1s, and they won every single one of them. Flawless round.
Yeah. That is correct. I mean, to be fair, I mean, the push was made very efficiently by Fallen. I mean, they sort of got rid of the roamers and then straight pushed into sight. They got rid of the roamers, that put some pressure onto the defending team, then they just made the push. Rush straight down to sight. I mean, to be fair, it worked out well. I mean, you probably wouldn't see that too much. Probably back off for a bit, put a bit less pressure. Make them think they've been eased off a bit, then push straight back. But I mean, it worked well though, and to be fair, prompts to fall to get in their first round. First round of this game.
The roam game there, though, Spartans, it could be questioned because they didn't, well, Team Fallen didn't actually roam play that round. They just got the kills when the Romans decided to start falling back.
Yeah, it wasn't really a strategized rotation as well, so it's sort of more or less them sort of all pushing down to sight a bit of a clump. Even that, well, maybe 1 or 2 of them pushing back down as one of them got taken out. I think they maybe panicked a bit there, but I'm not fully sure what happened. I mean, some shots will be put there at the top of Cash into CCTV. Could come in play a bit later on. Attack does now commence as Wright getting a couple shots off. Maybe now Claymore onto the garage. I mean, default pushes you'll be seeing here. The Claymore's pretty much in default positions. Not too much going to be happening. I mean, let's talk about Fast Feet. Don't get me wrong. He's played quite well so far, but he's not been performing that well. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a decent player and all, but he's not been performing very well in his games. I'm not sure if something's happened to him or not. Oh, well, Chapter finds elimination, and that'll be, wow, I mean, that'll be the Sophia taken out, one of their fracking powers. Gone.
That was in lobby. That was a really good pick by Chapter. Zofia,
yeah,
not expecting Chapter just wide swing bottom red stairs. You know, Zofia
I mean,
focused on
you
getting
do
that
not want to be
bandit.
on the other end of that. You do not want to be on the other end of that. Bandit tricking coming in. I mean, to be fair, bandit tricking is something I've always loved to see. Just wondering what happens. Rocky, I think getting the wrong wall there. Another bandit comes down, another Thatch goes down. I can't exactly tell what's happening right now as I'm flicking in between things. I mean, let's flick to the action. Fast Feet's still holding himself outside of the garage. Oh wow, Sauna's making a push in by the shield. There's someone at the other end, and he'll be finding the elimination for the Ash. And that'll be Fuggy finding the elimination. I mean, this Thermite is still trying to get towards this wall. Right,
questionable push there by that Ash bell. I mean, there's still a minute 30 left.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely tried to make the push. They could have really made a play out of that. Unfortunately for the Ash, there was a shield there. There's not too much they could have done. Fuggy found the elimination, and I mean, yeah, got the frags. They got the frags.
Bandit there though, barely getting away with his life. Yeah, Sean, you know, missing. Oh, right, family. I mean, they're missing those shots. Unfortunate for him. There's only a minute left on the clock now.
There's not much time left. The attacking team really need to try and make a push, get a couple of frags, then make the push in. Fast Feet won't be trying to go. Still needs to get as much intel for himself to know where the opponents are. But I mean, he could be able to get angles onto the opponents just outside of the garage. I'm not sure, but he might be able to. There's also Thermite pressuring by outside CC wall. Rocky finds the elimination onto Asana. I mean, it's now 2v5. Fast Feet still holding himself outside of the garage as the smoke is just sitting there, waiting for someone to push up. Right, really needs to try and make a push now. There's not too much he can do. If he can get inside, take red control. I mean, Fast Feet's already made himself up. The smoke canister will be... Oh, no, it will not. Right finds a refrag. Rocky will be finding the elimination, but Chapped finds ending frag. As Wright will be finding himself eliminated. And round 2 now going to Spartans.
Yeah, good pick there by Chapter, finishing off the round onto Thermite, and a really good pick early on too. Legion's, well, Team Fallen there, you have to ask what their strategy was there. I mean, they got the wall open, but they didn't really take any crossfires.
It didn't seem coordinated at all. They sort of just tried to push in from different angles. It really did not work out.
Yeah, Habana spent most of that round at the gym, well, at the garage wall, looking onto
there's not much you can do there. There's one angle you can hold. There's one angle you can hold, and that's onto the window that goes in between, you know, CC and garage. There's normally a rotation there, and normally a rotation on the wall anyway, so, you know, I mean, it's not going to be too helpful.
No one was even sat there, which is strange. Like, no one was sat there for most of the round.
He just sort of held his angle. I think he may be waiting for the Thermite to pressure him and divert one of the defenders into garage. It did actually happen. I think the Bandit got pressured in, but I mean, Thermite missed his shot. Thermite missed some of his shots. Don't get me wrong, almost eliminated him, but like, Thermite did not find the elimination. I don't think Fast was really able to finish it up. I mean, castle being brought again. Something you're pretty much expecting on this site. Default castle placements, I'd expect.
We actually saw that 6 pick from Chapter going from that MatchDay for the Valkyrie, and it's going to be interesting to see how he uses it, because I really like MatchDay for this side, because it gives you that, you know, safety. You know,
it gives you the intel and the plant denial.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean. Both AWPs pretty much giving intel, Valkyrie and Maestro, but Maestro is probably a bit more the useful of the two. Granted, you can't move the Maestro cams once you've died, but still, like, plant denial is pretty vital. They did also bring a smoke. That could be coming in play.
Yeah, I think Chapter might look to just go underneath in the dying moments of that round and try and get a C4 off. That's my guess.
That's your prediction. I mean, to be fair, what I'd be expecting, maybe a pre-play C4. I mean, I doubt it, to be fair. At this level of play, you wouldn't really be expecting it. But, I mean, it's always a possibility.
Got the nitros in the pockets anyway, so...
They still got the nitros. The Bandit could always rip open the castle, fire one in. Oh, QXE! Finding elimination, sorta. That'll be him taken out already. The Ash already found. Boogie and QXE, both very, very close to the Sledge. Sledge can be peeking himself around. Trying not to die, though. So it's helpful. Grenade going in. Not be finding anyone. QXE firing at the holes he just tried to make there. I mean, nothing's come of it, though. Fast Feet now opening the castle barricades from his Habana charges. Okay, I mean, one of the windows probably could have knifed out, mate. Oh, Kramer finds elimination for QXE. That's a refrag for those. Refrag for them. Sledge is trying to make a push in. There is a castle very, very close, and the castle could very easily be able to take him out. Trying to drone himself in now. Just notice that the castle's sitting in construction. The attacking team are also still trying to get the wall. I mean, Bandit tricking was doing well. The wall will now be opened. Eclipse retreating back into Masters. They do now have the wall open. I mean, to be fair, Jacuzzi control is probably one of the most vital things to hold when you're defending this site. I mean, Fast Feet finds elimination to Chapter. I mean, you're going to be seeing this quite often, is pinches. Oh, Foggy on the rotate. Fast Feet finds a double kill. Okay. Fast Feet popping off a bit there. Kramer finds elimination onto Eclipse. He's now left up in a 1v4. Fuggy on the rotate. Plant's going down by right. Fuggy really needs to try and find his frags now. Sees the Sledge. Sledge will not be taking any damage as Kramer finds the ending frag on to Fuggy. Fuggy finding himself on the receiving end of the gunfire. That'll be round 3. Now going to Fallen.
Yeah, I mean, at the start of that round, it was looking like Legion Spartans were going to take that. It was a good cash hold, but one eye peeking wide gets taken out by that Sledge, and Castle not able to refrag it at all. But then the side push just came down, crashing on the defenders. You know, they all died. They just couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
they couldn't get
made
any
an
frags.
excellent pinch. Yeah, they really couldn't. It's quite an awkward position to be in. Once you know your cash has been taken out, all the players in cash, one's been taken out, one's retreated back. The wall's been open, so you're literally pressured into about 3 or 4 rooms. There's not much you can do then. You just try and hold yourself off, but that's literally all you can do.
Yeah.
It's going to be quite an awkward position to find frags as well, as you know. They've got the angles, you've got to worry about the angles, they've got the advantages in the angles. And they could be, repelling on the balcony. And that could very easily find eliminations as well.
I would have liked to see Smoke there when the ball got reached. I would have liked to see him play on mainstays behind the play though. Shield has.
Yeah.
They actually had nothing to
Retreat
get rid of it. The Sledge was on the other side of the map. But it's going to be Legion Spartans now going to that bottom floor again.
Again, I mean, like I've said before in past streams, it's going to be the same setups for most sites, unless some teams bring, make 2 or 3 strats for each site, which I doubt. Most teams sort of just bring one, stick with that one. I mean, it's going to be the same setups. If Team Fallen can adapt or make a push like they did before, then this could very easily be a downfall for Spartans.
Yeah, definitely. They've just got to have that roam game be more effective this time, because it just came down to the picks. The roam they didn't get any picks, and they just got killed off on the rotation. So if this roam game can have some effect this round, it could be a round for Legion Spartans.
I mean, the roaming is probably one thing that's not been going too well for Spartans at the moment. They're not exactly doing it that efficiently. I mean, they've sort of just been trying to waste time, but it's not gone too well, as they've sort of just died off. And it's not really going well. You need to try and get the frags in, get the opening frags, scare them off a bit, put a bit more pressure onto the attacking team. If you can do that, that's a very successful, it's a very successful roam. There's not too much there's not too much more you can ask for that.
We are going to see Jaeger play a bit more closer to Goyo this time though, so hopefully there's going to be some trade potential. But as I say that, Goyo's gone and rotated down main stairs, leaving Jaeger the only one on top floor.
Jaeger the other one up top. I mean, he spots the Sledge. Sledge, completely unaware, will be taken out. Thermite put down to very low HP, trying to get himself droned in. I mean, if Thermite's literally 1 HP, if he gets shot, he's dead. I mean, well done to QXE for finding the elimination. Also, the Ash will be taken out, and that's a double for QXE. Doing pretty well for himself so far. Successful roam. One thing he could now do.
Terrible.
Yeah, I mean, they're really not drawing themselves in. They're really not giving the call, so they don't exactly know where they are. And it's really not going well. I mean, they need to try and focus a bit more on the droning, making sure they know where the defenders are when they're pushing in, and it's not going too well at the moment.
Right family's going to be droning now, but there's 1 minute left in it. It's 2 man, 2 left. You've already lost 2 people, and there's a minute left. You've got to execute onto the site.
What they've got to do is they've got to get rid of QXE as quick as possible. That leaves no rotations back to site. They need to get rid of the Maestro to stop the plant denial. They need to try and get the plant down and then find the frags. That's probably the best thing you could do. And if they can clear the Romos, then there's no rotations back site, so you don't need to worry about covering your back. Thermite's getting hatched with 40 seconds left. Oh, this is not going well for them. This is not going well. Fastfeet's found himself into sight. There's 2 sitting in blue. I think there's not much he can do at the moment. If he can find the frags, maybe get 2 or 3. Oh, Right's also going to be dropping. Finding, and no, he will not, as Eclipse will be taking him out. Fastfeet still in sight. 11 seconds left. Asana finds eliminations. Chapter left him down in a 2v4. Peeking around. Asana will be injured. He's left him now to the Habana in a 1v4. Peeking around, but they will be taken out by the Kide. as round 4 now goes to Legion Spartans.
Much better played there by Legion Spartans, but you have to wonder how much of that round was Legion Spartans playing good against Team Fallen, just not droning. I don't actually think we saw one drone go top floor.
I don't. Yeah,
and
I mean,
maybe
we
might have missed it,
in the beginning,
but it wasn't
sort of droning out where they were going to be. So rather than just droning out bathroom, rather than droning out the whole top floor or whatever, they sort of just droning out the 2 rooms they were going to be pushing in, and then sort of swung it from there. But I mean, well done QXE. I mean, that was an amazing roam. Jaeger finding the eliminations as well as wasting time, was able to rotate back to site. Not too much effect after once he rotated, but I mean, he got the opening frags that really gave their team the round. So I mean, well done on the roam there. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we're actually going to see a Malusi coming out for this cash defense, changing it up, opting to not bring that Jaeger.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're still bringing the Wamai, so Wamai is just as good, to be fair. I mean, okay, I say Jaeger's probably better, to be fair, but, you know, he's just as good. I mean, the problem with Wamai is it doesn't get rid of them, it just stops them.
We're actually going to be seeing an extended hold here from Malusi. We don't actually see these holds very often. You know, it's very rare to see an extended hold all the way into gym bedroom on that cash CC defense. So it's going to be interesting to see how
I think we did see the reinforcements before, but I don't think it was like that. I mean, we saw the reinforcements before onto the wall. I mean, they've not actually got into jacuzzi though. They've just sort of reinforced bathroom, and there's no one actually sitting in bathroom. That could be a bit of a problem.
I think Malusi's just sitting up.
We'll see how it plays.
I believe Malusi, yep. She's going to go and play it right now. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, I think now Malusi's on the roam. Malusi finding themselves now down by lounge.
Okay.
Maybe trying to. So yeah, I mean, sitting up by stage. We're gonna try and stop the stock. Gonna try and stop the stock push. Tricky to say. Bandit tricking gonna be coming in effect again. They've not brought a Twitch, so I mean, Maestro taken out a lot of intel. That's I think 3 drones taken out.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers have located a bomb.
Bandit going for the bandit tricking. Habana is still trying to make the push. It's fast feet sitting outside garage. The Malusi is still on the roam. I mean, this Malusi roam could really be vital. I mean, there's no one currently in garage nor stock. I mean, QXE is sort of finding himself there. If he runs out, he could easily find fast feet. They're now drilling themselves into stock lounge. He's not been spotted by the drone. I mean, do not shoot the drone. Oh, he got spotted, so he shot the drone. That makes sense. They're now getting the wall. No, the bandit tricking will be stopping it, as I think the second will now be going down. They don't exactly have the intel. They do not know that the bandits retreated, so they're just going to try and go for it there. They're going to try and go for it. They made a push into up top by bedroom. And the Ash probably going to try and take control of construction. If they can do so, there's going to be a lot of control lost to the defending side. I mean, Ash peeking out a lot, and the Mai taking a bit of damage. Not much, but there is someone on the rotate, and that'll be QXE. Going to be hopefully finding himself in a couple of gunfights, pinching them into construction gym. Sorry, construction and bedroom. It's really not much. There's really not much space off them. There's a minute left. The wall's being opened. I mean, Chapter will be taken out by Kramer as he makes a push inside. He will not be. Sorry, he will not. He'll still be sitting in construction, trying to find the eliminations. Alpha Eclipse, very, very close. Ash going to be peeking this one again. Does see the Wamai not being taken out just yet. My guy is now in play. I mean, Alpha Eclipse will be finding the post, will be swing. QXE finds eliminations. Refrag there by Kramer. Kramer now going for the plant. It's left now up to garage. Boogie finding himself in garage. Malusi on the rotate, sitting by construction. One will be injured. It's now pretty much a 2v2. Asana getting some long peeks now into garage. As Fast Feet sitting outside of construction. There is a smoke going up for his fallen teammate. Rocky will now be picked up. There is not much time left. They need to try and get the diffuser. He will be peeked a lot. Asana finds the first elimination, but he will not be finding the second. He will be taken out. Boogie finds the elimination. QXE finding Fast Feet. As round 5 now goes to Spartans.
Yeah, well played by Spartans there. Lucy, you know, finding that big impact we all saw coming, you know. They didn't have any sort of sense. She was on that flank. No flank drones, no claymores, no nothing.
Yeah, I didn't know, but
she managed it.
It didn't play.
I believe Melissa actually might have. She could have impacted it, but I'm not too sure because the attackers just had no idea she was there. And then the side push again, just getting shut down.
I mean, yeah. I mean, to be fair, it should have been a good rotation. It didn't really come and play that much. Don't get me wrong. They tried to make it, but they tried to make the rotation happen. But it didn't really come and play. They didn't really find any eliminations on it. Don't get me wrong. It was still a good rotation, but it didn't really come and play that much.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
I mean, Fast Feet really needs to try and switch up his play a bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not doing awful, but like, it's a bit useless trying to, you know, open up Garage and sort of just sit there holding an angle for half a round. It's not going to do anything. It's really not going to help. I mean, he needs to try and switch up his play a bit. I'm not sure if it's the strut or whatnot, but it's not going too well, and they need to sort of switch it up.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like they have had some real trouble with that Garage, the Garage hold. Both times they defended that.
10 seconds left.
Well, both times they attacked it,
Yeah, I mean,
rather.
They've really got a weird angle to get at, because last round they didn't bring the Jaeger. Don't get me wrong, they brought the 1Y, but
Attackers are moving out to
they can
locate a
bring
bomb and
2 people that have grenades, then they could very easily take out the shield. And that could be Garage control pretty much lost, or the shield lost, then you can, with the last, you know, grenade or 2, just get out a couple places at the top of Garage. I mean, that can take out a bit of more space, and you can try and make the push in, get some frags. I'm waffling now, aren't I?
Yeah. Well, this round's going to be interesting to see because it looked very close last time until the Team Fallen, you know, they just absolutely exploded onto the side and got all the picks.
Yeah.
While Maya and
They
Castle
got the
again holding
frags,
cash.
don't get me wrong, but like, defending team still held it pretty strong.
attackers located a bomb.
Bandit Trick is still coming in on to the Thermite. Thermite trying to bait it out, as we've seen a lot of times before.
Bomb has been located.
I mean, the roll's it's gonna be Sauna trying to peek this one. He's playing with the Blackbeard, does have protection for the head.
It doesn't actually
Kramer already
look
finding
like
himself
it.
into logistics. There is a Valkyrie so close, finds the elimination. It's now a 5v4, trying to get inside. Sauna finds elimination, the wall's been opened. Smoke will be not taken out just yet, taking a lot of damage. Alpha Eclipse finding the elimination to Claymore. That's their fragging power taken out. Sauna finds a double onto Fuggy. That'll be the smoke taken out. Fast Feet now finding himself back downstairs. He needs to try and get his pushes up. Sauna is sitting in gym. They've literally been forced into construction. Cash, QXE going for the rotate, right, getting the plan down. Eclipse will be taken out by Sauna. It's now in a 1v4. QXE on him, finding himself on the rotate.
Attackers have located the diffuser.
There's not too much he can do at the moment. He could try and shoot through the wall. Sorry, through the floor. I mean, but they've got control. They've got angles on to the main stairs. And it's really not looking good for QXE at the moment.
Yeah, 30 seconds left on the clock. It's not looking like Q's
Oh no,
gonna
he'll be
able
finding
to-
the element. He will be finding the Thermite. Blackbeard also peeking around, taking a lot of damage, but the sledge will come in, save the day. That will be round 6, now going to Fallen.
Yeah, once again, it's that explosion on site. I'm really not sure what chapter, that was sort of doing. The wall got exploded. I'm not sure if chapter didn't hear it, but he just didn't react to it. And Ash was able to get that kill, but then maybe some miscommunication coming through because it didn't seem like the defender inside of bathroom knew Ash was there.
Yeah. I mean, Ash really just ran in, got the eliminations, found the opening frags. I mean, to be fair, he really ripped apart the defending team. Cash was split off. Then sort of Jim area was split off. Then Jim got taken out. Sort of defender sitting and Jim got taken out. And it was literally left up to Cash. Nothing they could have done. It's a 2v4 or something like that. And it's just gonna be really hard for them to, like, you know, try and find the frags when they've got rotations covered. They've got all the site controls. The plant's going to go down, and it's going to be really hard for them to actually, you know, keep try and take back control.
Yeah, well, we see the side split coming into effect now, and as we were guessing at the start of the game, it's looking like a close game so far. But we'll have to see how Team Fallen walk away with this defense. You know, they've got to be happy with a 3-3 split on Clubhouse. You know, being a defender-sided map.
I mean, you can say that though. if you can bring the strong fragging power onto this map, then it very easily turns into the attacking-sided, map. You can really tip the odds in your favour. If you bring the fragging power, get the opening eliminations, get rid of the roam clearers, the roamers. Said that wrong. But you know, you can still. It's very easy to tip the odds in your favour. I mean, the Wamai's taking so long loading. It's not as if he's lagging or anything. So.
Yeah, well, just waiting for the Wamai to slow down.
Waiting for the Wamai. Hurry up!
Stuff happens like that sometimes. Oh yeah, you know, you always have that one person loading. You know, unfortunately we don't have vote to kick, so you can't just kick him.
Yeah, unfortunately we can't just kick him and bring him back in.
Well, while he's loading, let's talk about the site. CC Cash Room going to be their primary bomb
CC
site.
Cash, yeah.
We've got that bandit,
I mean,
you know, actual
CC
similar lineup to what
similar
Spartans were bringing.
as we saw before. Yeah. I mean, Cash is probably one of the easiest sites to defend. I mean, it is and it isn't. You need to, if you can keep your control and defend it, and just keep your areas clear. For example, not letting the Ashes rush into sight. If you can do that, get the reinforcements in the right places, it's very easy to defend.
Yeah, CC Cash is all about those power positions.
It's about the power positions and holding your positions.
Yeah, this lineup is actually.
Like we said, at the beginning.
Cool.
I mean, it might be actually. I mean,
the first round.
Oh, we've loaded in. Yes, we've loaded in.
Yeah. The first round. Legion Spartans defended this. They brought the exact same lineup Team Fallen are bringing right now. So, obviously, these teams have similar philosophies to how the defense should be defended.
Yeah, yeah. Got it right. Like we said at the beginning, I mean, I think we were both expecting this to be a close game, but it's just closer than what I was expecting. It's 3-3 at the moment. I was expecting this maybe 7-4, 7-5 Spartans, but Team Fallen really, I think they picked up 3 rounds on attack, which is pretty good. I mean, to be fair, like I said, it is like we said before, it is sort of a defender-side map. You can definitely tip the odds in your favour, but like,
5 seconds left.
picking up 3 rounds on the attack is pretty good. I mean, they've got it's probably going to be easier to hold when you're, you know, on the defense. Easier to win the rounds. But I mean, 3 rounds of attack is still pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to see the round being played now. Jaeger's still setting up, and MatchDay is actually still yet to use his second camera. He's going to put it down right now. So a bit of a late setup coming out. And let's see how Legion Spartans attack CC Cash.
I mean, we've got one thing. I mean, that's most teams do not expect to rush. Ace, you okay there, Rocky? You sort of missed it the first time. Got the first one destroyed. I mean, War's going to be getting opened already, and that's a lot of control lost straight away.
Yeah, that Ace, you know, it's hard to bandit trick. You can't, once that Ace
yeah, it's
has
going to
gone
be
down,
really
you
hard.
can't
Once
really
you lose
bandit
the
trick
control,
it.
it's going to be really hard to try and keep your angles. You really need to hold the angles and stop the pushes. Bandit will be spotted there by Lounge, who will be taken out by Eclipse as Kraymore is now finding himself on the regret as it's now a 4v5. When
good shot
taken out,
by
it's going to be a lot more
Eclipse
pressure onto them.
Eclipse actually has the diffuser, which I'm not sure
Yeah,
why
the
he has
diffuser, he's
that.
got. I mean, yeah, you're a roam clearing fragger. Why would you have? I mean, whatever floats your boat, mate. But like, I mean, Sauna finding the refrag onto Chapter. I think Sauna's gonna be finding a lot more eliminations now. It's gonna be people gonna be pushing up to red. Ace frozen. I mean, this is pretty smart. He just threw in a dummy smoke. That could have been wasting a bit of utility. Maybe some toxic waves or something like that. But that could be pretty smart to be fair. I mean, it's much smarter than what I'd be doing, you know. But anyway, the Thatcher now with the diffuser, bit better. QXE drawing himself in, even though there's Ash. The Jaeger's going to be forced back to site. Eclipse finding himself sitting in logistics, holding angles into construction. Right, taking a bit of damage. He does know there's a player on just outside on the balcony. Ash firing a lot of shots. No one will be found though just yet. Eclipse swinging this one pretty wide. And it's going to be Sauna on the other end of that. player here used to be sitting in construction, lost his control. Fierce just walks into sight. Jaeger's not found them. Jaeger will be taken out. His Eclipse finds a double. It's now a 3v4. They've lost the sight control. It's not looking good for Spartans at the moment. It's not looking good for Fallen at the moment. Plan's going down. Smoke finds the first. Smoke will not be finding the elimination though. Rocket finds the frag. QXE finds the elimination onto Fast as it's now a, what is this, a 4v1? I mean, QXE finding the final frag onto Right as round 7 does now go to Legion Spartans.
Yeah, Jaeger there just holding far too passive of an angle onto that cash door, allowing that Zephyr to just charge in and get the frag. Unfortunate there for the Jaeger, not wanting to take the risk of peeking, and it you know, allows that crack in the defense for the attackers to flood in.
Yeah, I mean, they really... The problem is, at the end, is the Jaeger did not peek, continue to peek his angles. Once he let go, didn't stop peeking it, sitting behind cover. They rushed into sight. The Zephyr took side control, found the Jaeger. That gave them the side control, that gave them the ability to plant. They pushed the rotations, and then they also found the frags, and it just did not go well. Fallen really not finding themselves with that round. It really did not go in their favour. I mean, this is going pretty well so far. It's a pretty close game. It's quite exciting, to be fair. I'm not sure about you, but I was anticipating this one to be a good game.
Yeah, it's definitely a good game. It's looking very close. This I can't really tell who's going to end up winning this game now. We have to see a few more defenses come through for...
Spartans do seem to be pushing ahead just by that small bit. But Fallen still holding themselves pretty strong. It's going to be a really close game, like we said. I mean, both teams very easily could win this one.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I mean, Vigil. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Vigil's going to be in play. Pretty much just going to be a roamer. I'm going to expect him to waste a lot of time, as we've seen before. Bandit's in play, as well as the Kite. Double electrifiers. Always helpful. Kite can get the hatches. Bandit can get the walls that you need. It's always good.
Legion Spartans here only bringing that one hard breacher compared to Team Falls 2 when they attack.
Yeah,
so
I mean, normally
for
this site, I mean, Habana's probably one of the best. I mean, they can get the hatches and all, but you need a Thermite to be able to get the walls open. If they're going to bring the double electrifiers, you're going to bring the double hard breacher.
Yeah, I mean, with that Brownie,
you know,
you're very limited to what site you can take, and it's probably going to end up being a Arsenal attack. Just because you can't open up too many angles with that Habana.
They're going to try and get the hatches open. I think that's what they're going to go for first. I mean, there is a roam coming in from Kramer into Garage. He's running red dot. I mean, okay, good for him. Whatever works. Personally, I don't like red dot. I don't think it's a great sight. I think it takes up too much space, and it's got a precise scope, if you know what I mean, but it's not precise. It's not like precise.
It's got a good reticle, but the casing is.
I mean, it's got a good reticle, but the reticle itself does not fit with the actual sight. That's what I think. I mean, this Vigil's still not being droned out. I mean, they do not know he's here. They do not know he's here.
Yeah, Vigil looking to push right.
Oh, I think they do now. They're holding angles. They are. Yeah, this Vigil's going to try and find a couple of eliminations. Vigil not going to be peeking this. Not going to be playing this one too aggressively. Just need to try and find some damage dealt. I mean, Kramer, I've not actually seen him play too much. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's been playing this whole game, but like, I've not really been focusing too much on individuals at the moment. But he seems to be doing pretty well. He is top of the league while playing 7-5, so like, it's always good. Oh, I mean, he will be seeing the Habana. Habana will be taken out. QXE finding himself on the receiving end of that gunfight. Still drawing themselves in. He's just dropped down the hatch, rotated down, and the Vigil is now completely safe. Taking a bit of damage, that's about it.
Smart play by the Vigil there, rotating.
Smart play, yeah.
He doesn't need to push it anymore. There's only 50 seconds left on the clock in the
held
attacks.
his angles. Yeah, the attack's not looking strong at the moment. They've got the hatches open, but there is so much control that they need to take before they can successfully get the plan down. Eclipse going to be dropping. There's a Vigil. I think Vigil's holding bullet holes. No, he will not be. He'll be on the other end of it. Eclipse has already dropped. Lots of shots to be fired. The smoke's so close. Someone peeks this one. They could be finding themselves eliminated, finding themselves dead. Sophia is just peeking this one, but they're not going to be swinging it just enough for the smoke. Smoke will be over for the frag. He'll be finding the first one.
Attackers drop the diffuser. 10
Claymore takes out Fuggy. I mean, Sauna also finding the elimination to Chapter. It's not looking good for the attack at all. It's a 1v4. Sauna finds his double kill. And Right will finding himself with a bandit elimination at the end.
Yeah, bad round there from Legion Spartans, just not aware of that Vigil's presence as starters, and then trying to push Church through the one doorway, which you really can't do. Especially when the wall's closed, it's just too much of a bottleneck. You've got a shotgun facing you, and you've got that Vigil from Blue.
Shotgun facing you.
It's just death.
There's no way you can get out. You're forced there. You are stuck in that position. You got a bit of control of the corridor, and you got control of that room. There's no way for you to get out unless you rotate, you know, by the stairs. But there's not much time left, and if you're actually able to, you know, go for that one, you do not have time to pull it off. It's what, maybe 20-30 seconds left. You do not have time to be able to pull that rotation off.
Yeah. Also, Chapter there, we're not running the angled grip on the GA1, which it pains me. I must say.
That pains me as well.
Yep. Nothing
pains me so much.
But it's going to be a cash defense
cash
for Team Fallen, and it was you know, Legion Spartans won this last time thanks to that Jaeger just not peeking, and they were allowed to run into sight. So let's see if
the Vigil play
Team
as well.
Fix that mistake.
I mean, the Vigil play last round was something I was pretty happy about. I mean, normally, you know, don't get me wrong, this is a good league. We've got probably, I think it's mainly like Platts Gold sort of level. But that play, I mean, compared to some of the stuff we've seen in this league, that was amazing. It's just quick wit things like that. I don't think they really had that one planned. Hibana got the hatch open. I wasn't fully aware that they would go for that one. I mean, that was pretty smart play. Quick wit. I mean, I give it to him. It was very good.
Yeah,
I don't think there's going to be a roam coming in. All of them are going to be sitting around site. Maybe shallow roaming a bit near to the garage construction area.
Yeah, Cash GC, one of those sites where it's not, it doesn't lend itself to that roam game very much. You can just anchor down on it and
yeah, I mean, you don't need to get the roams. Granted, it's good to have rotations and stuff, but there's not really too much you can really do.
Right, IQ's not even.
I mean, A's going to be getting the wall already. I mean, I think Bandit's just retreated off this one. He's not going to go for it. I think he should sort of. Oh, he will be peeking that one. No one will be found on the other end. Sarnet's still finding himself sitting around on east.
The IQ of Legion Spartans don't like running angled grips on that GA1, I assume.
Yeah. QXE, please aim in for us. Yeah, it's not an angled grip. I don't like it.
No, they'll lose this round now, guaranteed.
Just straight to garage. I mean, there's two players spotted up top. Might not be doing well for him. Right peeking this one. Right finds the elimination. And that'll be the Ash taking out their fragging power already gone. Whitey Fuggy finding himself just outside on the rappel by the balcony. There's not too much you can do now. We're about halfway through the round. They do need to try and take as much control as possible. Bandit will be spotted inside our bedroom. This might be a switch. This might be a bait and switch by QXE. Hayward just finding himself sitting in construction, holding angles. I mean, QXE going for this peek now. Bandit will be seeing the IQ. Not finding the Bandit just yet. Not fully aware of where they are. They will be finding the Bandit. Bandit taking a lot of damage. Will be taken out. QXE finding the elimination. It's refragged down to a 4v4. It's not looking good at the moment. Right taking a bit of damage by the... I think that was... No, it's Ace or something like that. I mean, Sauna does not need to do... Hopefully doesn't make the mistake he made last time of letting the Zephyr rush straight inside. He will not. He'll be playing this one very aggressively. Zephyr taking a lot of damage already. Eclipse, pretty low HP. Not too much he can do at the moment. If he swings this and finds the elimination, he should be fine. Blood shots also being fired. Eclipse just find the elimination, and that'll be their Jaeger taken out. They've pushed inside like they did last time. They made the same mistake. Rocky and Eclipse finding frags. The smoke will be ending the fragging row. And that'll be round 9 very comfortably going into Legion Spartans' hands.
Yeah, good round there from Legion Spartans, but it happened in the same sort of format as they...
Yeah, I mean,
you know, the last attack, they just charged into cash.
The same thing happened.
Yeah.
The Jaeger... Yeah, I mean, it's a bit annoying to be fair. They made the same mistake twice, and it's a pretty obvious mistake. Jaeger needs to either have someone supporting him or needs to play more aggressive. Because what happens is the Jaeger will play aggressive, he'll retreat back, try and reload, and by that time, two or three players would have just rushed straight into sight, taking him out, and they'll be trying to find their frags.
Yeah, it's going to be a gym bedroom coming out here for their, for one of their defenses. We haven't seen them go to this site yet, and it's going to be interesting how they defend this. Also, something I'd like to pick up on quickly, Chapter, he's flexing a lot of these roles on this attack. He's been playing quite a few roles.
I mean, to be fair though,
the money.
Flexing the elites, flexing the money he's got, the money I don't have.
Chapter though, it's interesting. I don't think he's comfortable. He's been switching roles a lot this game, so he's yet to find
I mean, he's not really
that,
playing sort of necessary specific roles. Maybe he's the flex, I'm not sure. I mean, when I used to play for a team, I'd be playing Castle, then Ash, then, I don't know, Bandit or whatever. And it would be a bit, you know, a bit weird. But, I mean, Chapter, I mean, I think he used to... Did he used to cast in ESL or something? He's really good.
He's
I'm not sure what happened, but he's
just been casting.
He's a good caster, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, have you been with him or not?
Yeah, we've been a duo for a while now. We started about the same time, so...
Yeah, I mean, I've just started casting. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got my duo partner, Mercy, who's, I think, actually playing this game. I'm not sure who he is, he might be on a Smurf account or something, but, my man Mercy is probably playing this game at the moment. And, I mean, to be fair, he's a pretty decent caster, he does it with me, and we both do our jobs properly. And, to be fair, we've been nicknamed in Terror and Kickstar, which I find a bit depressing, as you guys have just rolled up into the league and, pretty much shown us up.
Yeah, saw that. But, you know, we digress. You know, too busy talking about ourselves when really we should be talking about this game.
Really should be talking about this game now. I mean, round 10. I mean, this is still pretty close between the two teams. It's 4-5.
If Legions, Spartans win this
push it in.
They get match
Chapter
point.
finding the eliminations fast. That's going to be their bandit taken out. Wall should be able to... Wall has been opened. There is a right sitting on the main stairs trying to take out the drone. There is someone on the other end sitting outside of that balcony. Getting some droning in maybe. QXC finding the eliminations. Kramer using his vertical grip, unfortunately. Vigil on the rotate. Alpha Eclipse will finding the elimination. That's going to be their Vigil taken out. It's really not looking good at the moment. Asana finding himself sitting in cash. Needs to hold his angles. They really need to try and get these frags now. I mean, Right finding the elimination. And Right, both players for are going to be in a lot of gunfights now. I mean, Rocky's going to be taken out. It's not going to be taken out just yet. It's going to be injured. One player makes a push into construction, finds the first player. Sana also finding 2 eliminations. It's gone down from I think it was 2v4 or something, 2v5. I mean, it's gone down to a 2v5 to a 2v1. I mean, Flatch taking a bit of damage already. They've really brought this back in their favour. Like, really well played. I mean, YT Fuggy, probably one of the better players on Spartans teams. Don't be wrong. They're all good players, to be fair. They're all sort of similar skill level. But, I mean, Fuggy, hopefully, going to be trying to... Oh, no, he will not, as Asana does find the elimination. I was about to say, Fuggy could try and bring this one back. I mean, unfortunately for them, I mean... Yeah, he got eliminated
that
at the
was
end by
just super
Asana.
unfortunate there for Legion Spartans. They just allowed Team Fallen to clutch that round when they really shouldn't be able to. A 5 versus 2... But they managed to clutch it out somehow.
5 versus 2, they clutched that one up. I mean,
Legion Spartans just gave them the 1v1s, and they, you know, Team Fallen just won all of them. Which, yeah, that's surprising.
That's the thing. A couple of stupid mistakes. I think it was Eclipse. Well, there's a fear last round. Pushed into construction. Didn't have a care in the world. Got taken out, and then the IQ got taken out after. So they both, at the same time, they both didn't, you know.
That round should not have happened. Legion Spartans
that should not have gone. That should not have played that way.
Legion Spartans going to be angry.
This is a close game, though.
And I mean,
a lot of people are going to be angry. I think Swan's going to need to dwell on that one a bit.
Yeah, Team Fallen.
Try and apply their mistakes. Trying to adapt into real games.
Probably laughing after that round. You know, 5v2 that never should happen, but it did.
5v2 that should never happen. I mean, especially this level of play.
Definitely, there's a lot of mistakes coming out, and we saw just the pushes, you know, they're not able to straight. They tried to 2v1 the Goyo. The Goyo won both of those gunfights.
Goyo,
Really
I mean, to be fair, that's what I was saying,
to.
though. There's a Theo who was one of the two. They just pushed into construction, they got taken out. That's it. And then IQ pushed in a bit after, pushed into cash, and then they just got taken out as well. I mean, if you're going to try and attack someone, and you know you've got the advantage, do it well. Just do it properly. Don't try, you know, make one push and push in. I mean, maybe it was a bait or something like that, but it did not work out well.
Yeah, I mean also,
let's talk about Fallen. Let's talk about Fallen. So far, they have one player who's been in throughout this whole league, I think. I think Wright maybe. I think Wright maybe has been in a bit longer, but I don't think he's been in. Fast is the only person I can think of that has that's been in for this whole league for Fallen. I used to actually play Fallen. I mean, I gave up because I do not have the time to play and cast, so go with casting.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I mean, yeah. I mean, fair enough. I don't have the time to do it, so I've gone from Fallen. To be fair, I mean, I probably wasn't the best player anyway, so I was about to be dropped any second anyway, so you know. Anyway, back into the game. I mean, Habata's gonna be getting hatches already. That's gonna be a lot of control taken off. That's gonna be a lot of angles for the defending team to worry about. The Flip's gonna be trying getting the roam clearing done. The Vigil will be so close. Kramer, I think he's the roam for their team. Maybe the Fragger. He's doing pretty well. I mean, there's an IQ peeking around. Kramer will be finding the elimination QXT. It's now a 5v4. Vigil also going now for the rotation onto the Zephyr. Eclipse does not want to try and make a wrong push here. If he does, if he pushes the wrong angles, pushes the wrong area, this Vigil could very easily take them out. Vigil holding angles onto the Zephyr. Sees the fear. The double kill for Kramer will be coming in as the Alpha Eclipse will be taken out. Both their Froggers gone. They've got a Buck left, a support, and a hard breacher. It's not looking too good at the moment for them. Don't get me wrong though. I mean, Fallen have played this round pretty well. They've still got all their players. They've got bullet holes going down into the hatch. That's, I mean, good for him. I don't see it too much. But I mean, if it works, it'll work. I mean, he could very easily find eliminations.
There's only 50 seconds left in this round, can't now.
Yeah, there's only 50 seconds. They really need to try and make something happen. Oh, he's going to be dropping. Oh, the Buck will not be spotted, though. Jaeger still holding his bullet holes. Will be injuring Chapter. He's not taken out just yet, though. It will be now, as both players for Spartans, one's dropped. One's seen up top. The one up top will be taken out as Kramer finds a triple kill for this round. Fuggy's left into the smallest bit of control that he has. And this is not going well. Unless Fuggy can find his eliminations, this is not going to go well for him. Kramer just sitting up top.
Fuggy again.
Does he Fuggy? Fuggy will be finding the elimination. He's got 10 seconds to win a 4v1. He will not, as 3 people just swarm him to find the eliminations. And round 11 now goes to Fallen.
Yeah, Legion Spartans have got to be panicking now. You know, they lost their opportunity to get that match point, but now it's Team Fallen with that match point. So
Team
they've
Fallen,
got
yeah, I mean, Team Fallen.
They can't afford to
I think
make
they were
mistakes.
going to be the underdogs in this fight. You know, I mean, so far these guys aren't exactly the greatest of teams in the league. They've not won the most games. I think they've won maybe 1 or 2, and they're pretty low on the leaderboard too far. I don't think they're relegation zone though, but they are pretty low on the leaderboard. I mean, to be fair, they're both pretty similar skill levels, both pretty similar level teams, I'd say. I mean, it was pretty much expected to be a close game, and it is. So I'm excited to see who's going to win this one.
Yeah, definitely. Legion Spartans actually have got to just talk. You know, they've got to talk now. They've got to try and just slow it down, have a
They
talk.
just need to try and win this. All they need to do is try and win this round. If they can win this round, which unfortunately for them is going to be played at Cash and CC. If they can win this round though, they can bring it to overtime. And to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if it were to go to overtime. Both teams, excellent level.
I mean, Legion Spartans,
pretty similar.
They've attacked this twice and they've won the attack twice, so Team Fallen gonna be looking to, you know, fix those mistakes. But we'll have to see if Legion Spartans can break through the barricade again.
That's Fallen is top 4. Just check that.
Yeah.
I didn't think Fallen. I mean, they've barely won games, to be fair. No offense and all, but like.
Well, they did just win Arsenal, didn't they? So they had to go to one of the top low bomb sides.
Maybe, yeah, Fallen. I mean, Fallen are top 4. They've won 3 games. I mean, they've won 3 games, lost 4. I mean, I'm surprised, to be fair. I thought Legion Spartans were above them. But, I mean, apparently not. Attack does not commence. Sorry about that, guys. I was just checking about something. The thing is, the Ace plays pretty smart, I think, as in the bandit can only get 1 of them. Buggy will be peeking this one. We'll be spotting around red. We'll not be peeking anyone though. No one will be peeking that one for him. There is a player spotted in logistics. QXC hasn't drawn them out just yet. We'll now be spotting them. I mean, maybe it's going to be a pre-fight. Kramer's already rotated, so he's got a better angle onto the hatch. If I were Ash, I would not rotate that one. That's an awful idea. Ace only has 1 charge left. If he can use this one, I mean, I doubt he's going to use it though. I think both are electrified, so it's not looking good for him. Right, just finding himself sitting in garages he's been all this time. I mean, it's not looking good at the moment for Spartans. They've not got control. Don't get me wrong, they've made a couple of pushes and all, but no frags have been found. There's a minute 40 left. They've not really properly done the roam clearing. Don't get me wrong, there's not really any roamers or anything, but
I mean, there's still
they need to try
plenty
and
of
gain
time
control
to
of a certain
execute,
play.
though. Still plenty of time to
Yeah,
execute.
don't get me wrong, there's still
yeah.
time to execute this. Ace charge will now be going onto a wall. Don't get me wrong, there's loads of time for these guys to pull it back. I mean, to get more control, to be able to find someone. I mean, the bandit's peeking his bottom out. He made the damage dealt onto him. Sorry, mate, you can't make rookie mistakes like that. Make sure your body's covered. I mean, Sauna getting a small, like, some bullet holes there. Oh, on QX, he'll be taken out by Kramer. I mean, that's the Jaeger finding a frag. That's just double for Kramer. I mean, he's on the rotate, and it's not looking good at the moment for Spartans. They've lost players. I don't think they're actually aware of where the Jaeger is. Fuck it, we're now going to peek this one.
Yeah, once again,
we've
seen the late roamer come up, onto that.
Late roamer come up for the rotation. I mean, yeah, I mean, Kramer finds a triple kill. Who's be ended on an ace? He finds a quad. I mean, it's left up to the ace now. We'll now be pushing up by Lounge. There's not too much you can do at the moment. I think we should end on an ace. No, we will not. Sana finds the end elimination of this game. Rocky will be finding himself eliminated. It'll be a 7-5 victory to Team Fallen. Very well played from both teams. I mean, to be fair, it was expected to be a close game.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, just in the end, Legion Spartans, ever since that 5v2, they just seem to just not know what they were doing exactly, and Team Fallen took advantage of that perfectly and just managed to pull out that win there. Well played to them.
R6 Vipers, mate. Geo4 isn't even in action. You need to dust up on your knowledge here.
It's
just saying, mate. You can't go and diss Plats and Goals because they've not won a Geo4, which doesn't even exist at the moment, my man. So just saying. Before you start insulting everyone, just game history a bit.
Yeah. I
mean, thank you guys so much for watching. Unfortunately, it was ruined a bit at the end by that R6 Vipers kid. I mean, I'm not sure if we're going to be getting an interview. It depends. Do you want to do the interview on me? I really don't mind.
I can do it. It'd be nice. I like me interviews.
Okay. Try and get an interview. I mean, I've put in the Discord chat to see if anyone actually wants one or not. I mean, whoever pretty much responds. Oh god, I've got to ask for his gamer tag and all. He's left the bloody lobby. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, we will be getting my co-caster Mercy for the interview. Not talked to him in so long. My co-caster. Hello. Not talked to you in ages.
Yeah, hello. Yeah.
Right, well, you did.
How was the casting?
It was fun, definitely.
I thought it was pretty good, to be fair. I thought it was pretty good.
It was.
I mean, what
it
about
was
the
fun
game
watching
though?
that game.
That's the highlight. Big game that happened.
Okay, so guys, on to the questions.
Yeah, definitely.
Questions.
Well, obviously the big thing we want to ask, that 5v2 clutch situation. Obviously from our end, it seemed like Legion Spartans just made so many mistakes. But what was your side of that 5v2 clutch?
Actually, I was Goyo, so I did the most of it. So yeah,
Yeah,
we were calm. We weren't
yeah.
panicking.
I mean,
That was the main thing.
yeah.
And
You played pretty well in that sort of time there. What do you think about the Zafia?
yeah,
I mean, the Zafia just pushed into construction without a care in the world. Just sort of pushed in.
yeah,
That's it.
that was stupid. Also the IQ push. She
Yeah.
got killed by my
The
pistol. That
IQ
was
push
just too
was,
aggro.
don't get me wrong, was probably a good idea. I think the Zafia may have been a bait or something.
Yeah, yeah,
But I
IQ
mean, it
push
looks
was
as
good,
if the
but
IQ
she
didn't really
didn't do
push
well on
at
it.
the best
Yeah,
time. Yeah.
I think that he got hit by a potato aim or something at that moment. But yeah, I was happy about the clutch because it was one of my best actions in the game. Actually, I think I did a 4K or a 3K.
Yeah, I believe it was a 3K. Right family got a 2K, I do believe, but it was really well played from you.
Yeah.
And from that round, it was flawless to the victory. What's the secret behind that?
Um, I think I cannot say, but the main thing that helped us was the new additions, and that we kept calm in the group. Because no offense to Chrome, when we had Chrome on the team, he was snapping up easily, and he made a bad atmosphere in the group, and that made us lose our last game.
Yeah.
But we were just calm, we were focused on the game, just info, no snapping, and that was really helpful. The new additions as well, Soxa and KX More really helped us. They are great players. We are a great team overall, I think, and we showed it today.
Yeah, that was a really good game from you, especially on your defenses. Is there anything you quickly want to say to any fans you might have or Legion Spartans?
I have to say that GG to Religious Spartans, of course, and have to say that they put up a great fight, even though on Twitter not everybody, but most of people voted for Legion Spartans. Almost nobody believed that we will win, and I want to say
Yeah, I
that
mean, to be fair, you guys were pretty much the underdogs in that one.
yeah, they were like 66% of votes for Legion, and I think we showed that they were wrong.
Yeah. I mean, anything else you want to say?
No.
I mean, thank you guys so much for